Hey. Do you know who I am?
Well, actually, that's what I want to know.
Back to time. I've been busy running my mouth dry, speaking lines of how to find higher hopes and sensibilities meant for me. Let's dive in, create a problem just to fix it. The perfect fit. We're back to time, catching up on all the things we missed. So our interest.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Autumn Colors Podcast. I'm your host, the Art Sozo-sha, and today I'm joined with the one who likes Final Fantasy.
What is that? Which one is that? That's so vague.
It's so fucking vague. Are you amongst yourselves? But for the
That's
sake
vague. But Rashi, introduce yourself.
the game. That's all you get.
Motherfucker,
But
we
it's what-
told you we can't think about it.
Why are you thinking about it?
It's me, Smudge, you know. The AI that is definitely going to take your job.
Indeed. But no, seriously, how's it going?
You need more dead orphans.
You've already taken enough. What more do you want?
Bring me a tool shed, for I am hungry.
Feed me more art.
Waiter,
Thrifty.
more slop, please.
More slot. Feed me more hard artists.
Feed me more
Feed-
ram.
Feed me more RAM. English or Spanish. Anyway, she just like me for real, by the way.
Magenta ink! Need magenta ink! I can't print!
You have magenta ink. It's just
I
black
can't
ink.
print! Help! I need color in the black.
How does that make sense? God
Better
damn.
black.
She needs to grab a baseball bat. I'm sick of this
Better
shit.
black. A black rock? Sure, you might say. Say about it
There you
back.
go, you brought it back. So yeah, we're talking about Block Rock Shooter the game. And
The game, specifically.
honestly, I'm just gonna let y'all like sort of tell me sort of your exposure with this game, because I got my stuff already written down in my head.
Okay.
You
These
go
are
ahead first.
18. These are 18 plus, alright?
They are for general audiences until I choose them not to be. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not
Until I-
gonna be explicit or anything. It's just, I have been exposed to this character a lot, but not from the anime or the game
Rule 34.
for years before I played the game, okay? Every time I go into Dandalu, it's like, this character will always be in, like, the flat-chested section.
I mean, that's just
Obviously.
accurate to the fucking series, though.
Yeah.
No. That's not a bad thing. It's just, that was technically my first exposure. I was like, oh, she's really cute. And I just never go and check out the actual series. But according to Sozo, that's probably a good idea, because the anime is not the best exposure for this.
Yeah.
And I would agree with him. It is the game. For as, I don't want to say minimalist, because the game actually does have a good story, I think.
Mhm.
Because,
Mhm.
I guess minimalist would be a good point to say, because it's not small, it's not like ignoring or short,
Right.
essentially. I mean, it is 6 hours, but that's here nor there.
I mean,
I
in
do like
comparison,
a
right?
lot. Yeah, I do like this a lot, because it feels like such a You have such an interesting take on a post-apocalypse. Because usually in post-apocalypse, they say last humans alive, and they usually mean, oh, there's maybe 5,000 people left, and they still have a city, and they are living relatively comfortably and normally, right?
Yeah.
Black Rock Shooter says no last people alive, and it literally means no, there's you, and maybe at most 7 or 8 people on the earth left. And I was like, wow, that is actually insane.
Like an actual apocalypse that just says, "Oh no, everybody is dead. You are all that is left. Have fun."
Also, obviously, we're in the beginning of the spoilers. Don't we talk about this randomly? How fast Call died? That's crazy, right? I thought he was more important than that. Yeah, literally, it's
Rothko fucking dies, bro.
But you can't even call that dying. That's just erasure.
Well, he died, bro. But he left it. Nothing left.
We'll get a little more.
Happened to him?
We will get a little more into because we're jumping ahead. So, Rashi, how did your genuine exposure to this series in any way?
Honestly, my main exposure to this series, even though I never really got into it until you told us to play the game, it was mostly the Vocaloid song.
Yeah.
And I never looked at the anime because I was told, yeah, don't look at the anime, it's not worth it. But I usually played that song on repeat growing up. So
he has a lot. He has a lot more of a wholesome.
Congratulations!
Exposure.
You have the diehard fandom exposure because. Yeah, to anyone who's unaware of this, pretty much of where the series started and everything, literally, that's it. All you have to go off of are some drawings the artist Hyuke made, and just that song. That's all that exists in terms of where this all started. It basically, if anyone remembers, there used to be anime wallpapers of this girl with this blue fur hoodie, headphones, pink hair, Supersonico. Yeah, a studio looked at that and said, "What if we took those wallpapers and made an anime out of it?" This is on that level.
Okay.
So my exposure to this again is up there with that song. Personally, for me, it's just I never really look too much at the Rule 34 side of this. I was exposed to this through the AMV sides because I was showing you guys the opening earlier. Yeah, and you guys already know what I used to do. Yeah, this series has a lot of moments where it's this can make for good AMV material, the anime series itself. And then I watched it, and I was digging on it until the last fucking episode. Because the show is literally, it is this confusing... Because, mind you, this is all original. They had no real, blueprint aside from the song and some artworks. So, literally, the concept, the anime, all it did was, hey, let's have it be a real world, and then let's have the actual, concept, Black Rock Shooter itself, be this parallel world that takes place aside of it. And the entire story is this... starts from this slice of life mundane high school lesbian show into how depressing can this yeah, it really is, because it goes, let's see how depressing we can get, because it has this Yomi, I think, is because the counterparts of Mato and Yomi are supposed to be Black Rock Shooter and Deadmaster, which the only thing you have to go off of that are both of them are rivals. But aside from that, Mato and Yomi, they start, becoming friends and everything, and then Yomi has this childhood friend in a wheelchair who is so fucking possessive and, whatnot. She pushes, Yomi, anyone who tries to be friends with Yomi away whatsoever. There's, a scene where it's, she is just singing at a doll to Mato, "Why don't you go the fuck home? Why don't you go the fuck home?" Being this complete and utter, possessive bitch to her. And it's just... And her backstory is, she tripped and fell, and she's in a wheelchair now. But she recovered a long time ago. She's just guilt-tripping, Yomi. And then that story goes, it's just like, yeah, she, like, like, something happened, Yomi learns to stand on her own 2 feet and start taking action. And then the girl, again, I forget her fucking name, but the childhood friend, like, she's all of a sudden better now, goes to school and realizes, yeah, you know what, I don't need Yomi anymore. I don't need you anymore. I can be on my own, and legitimately, Yomi just starts losing her shit. She goes insane because it's just like, okay, so you went from needing me every moment of every day and pushing everyone away to you don't need me anymore. And then she starts putting the blame on Mato, like, if you hadn't come along, none of this would have happened. And then the counselor, the school counselor, is talking to a lot of these different girls in school, even Mato. It's just like, yeah, man, that's sad. You ever think it would be better if you just died? And there's literally a scene of her strangling Mato.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And then Mato also has this, like, best friend in school who's, like, this athlete who I think gets her heart broken at some point. But at some point, the show goes, oh, she never existed. What? And then it turns out, no, she exists, but no one remembers her. And she decides, you know what, I'm gonna let you fuse with your parallel world self, Black Rock Shooter. And then Mato has to be infused and see Black Rock Shooter kill Deadmaster, who Mato envisions as Yomi. And that shuts her the fuck down. And then there's this whole segment where, like, Black Rock Shooter goes insane, like, and so on and so forth. There's this big fight. And then Mato has to fight, like, Black Rock Shooter. And gets their shit kicked out of it. And it's just like, you know what, with the power of friendship and stuff, whatnot, we can prevail. And then everyone's friends in the show ends. Mind you, nobody has a redemption arc or anything like that. Everybody is friends, even the counselor. And that's it. That's Black Rock Shooter.
Okay, so just to be clear, you're talking about the anime, not some weird random game.
The anime, yes. Specifically the anime. This was what anybody who wanted to be a fan of the series had. But here's the thing, and you know the thing I like most about all of this at the end of the day, is that I have realized as time has gone on, again, all we have to go off of are drawings and a song. That's it. And as the series has continued, as the franchise has continued, as the stories have, like, come to light, it's proven that there's no actual canon in this. You don't have to watch the anime. You don't have to, you only have to watch the anime, like, there's another anime called Dawnfall, which is a loose, like, soft reboot of the game. And you don't even have to watch that. Like, you don't have to read any of the mangas, you don't have to do any of that. Hell, like, if your only exposure to Black Rock Shooter was a while back, they had a collab with Punishing Gray Raven. If that was your only exposure, congratulations. You have its own story, and if you enjoyed it in that, well, you enjoyed Black Rock Shooter. That's it.
Okay.
Which, interestingly enough, to those who, again, it's lost. It's basically FOMO and everything because it was a gacha game collab. To anyone unaware, the Black Rock Shooter collab was literally, hey, Black Rock Shooter is in the world of Punishing Gray Raven, and they turn, like, the world and everything into, hey, let's make it a chess game because, you know, if you look at the actual artwork of Black Rock Shooter, it has a lot of checker tiled floors and whatnot. Don't know why, but I don't know. The Kuro games went, you know, let's just have it be a chess game. And yeah, from then on, and then they implied that, like, Black Rock Shooter and Deadmaster constantly fight and whatnot, but none of them actually kill each other because they actually, like, need that rivalry to keep them going. Yeah, that's pretty much what Kuro Games came out with, and as someone who has been a fan of the series, yeah, that's actually genuinely good. But before any of that, the only actual, like, in my mind, the most, like, the best way to get into this series, the best way to get into this at all, has been by all means the game. Because yeah, like you were saying, this game is this game is just, it has this whole new approach to the post-apocalyptic idea. But not only that, it really goes all in with it, because it's, yeah, spoiler warning, everyone dies. Literally everyone dies, except for Black Rock Shooter, who basically, I guess you could just coin the dying is gay, I'm out one. Not there's anything wrong with being gay, but everyone dies. Yeah.
The thing, one of the things that I'm sorry, I know I'm probably getting ahead of myself again, but I do address the line here of, I know that's not what they meant to say for, right?
Mhm.
But it was still so funny to me that Black Rock Shooter and Rothko have this really, really touching heart-to-heart about how she's actually human, and then he totally gets distracted because he's like, and we gotta go find the last human.
The whole thing of like, wait,
last
so am I
woman
human?
now.
Well, I mean, of course you are human. Now we gotta go find the last human woman.
And she just stares at him.
Are you dead ass right now?
Why? Like, I know what you mean, bro. Why? But at the same time, you could have said that a little bit more delicately,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, dude. we
Yeah,
just had a
very-
moment.
Obviously, I know what he meant. The last human that you could probably repopulate humanity with, right? That's
Yeah.
probably what he meant.
Which, spoiler warning, no, she's another
No.
clone.
Haha, yeah.
And we'll get into that later.
Also, here's another thing. I love how I messaged Sozo about the whole concept of name-blading, right? Like, they never explicitly have to explain it. They
Yeah.
just have it be on screen, right? And
Yeah.
just let the story do its heavy lifting for it.
Yeah,
It's like, you can put the context clues together.
yeah. Cause yeah, if we want to really get into the game, if it isn't clear, the story in and of itself is about survival. Now, you might have misheard me. Not talking about humanity's survival. I'm not talking about survival of the fittest. No, I'm talking about survival. Like, this game does not hold anything back. Literally, in the beginning of the game, there is less than 20 humans left. Let that sink in. Like, billions upon billions of humans alive on this world. And if you want to even include, like, actual
Trillions,
life, like...
actually.
Trillions. Like, if you want to include actual, like, you know, animal life and whatnot. Like, yeah, there's tons. There's so many, there's countless amounts. All of them reduced to only 20 human males. Less than
no
20 human
females
males.
whatsoever, yeah.
No females. And again, they don't ever say or state really why. But, and you know, there's probably, like, if you dig into, like, you know, if you're one of those overachievers that completes this game beginning to end, they might write it. But again, this is what I like about the game, is that it leaves it open-ended enough where you're not confused about the entire story, but open-ended enough to you can make your own educated guesses. Like, my own educated guess was literally when the war started, they killed all of the women in order to prevent humanity to repopulate, because yeah, that's how that works.
Honestly, that would
Essentially,
make
yeah.
a lot of
Like,
sense.
that's essentially a good tactic of war. You learn about the enemy's strength and weakness, and you basically take it out. So them going like, all right, let's find every human woman and kill them, or even they could have even gone, let's make all of the human men infertile. Like, that, again, that would have left humanity at standstill and basically just being even more on a ticking clock. Yeah. But yeah.
No, it's okay. Keep going. I'm still trying to mull things over.
Yeah, but again, there are things here where it's just like they leave a trail here for you to really piece things together. Like for instance, Nayblading. They don't outright say or specify what it exactly is. They don't even show it. But through the game and what it showcases, you can really understand that, oh, this is basically just like they're basically like computers, because they're taking the experiences and knowledge of the previous person that they Nayblade, and they're consuming it and gaining it for themselves. Like, that's why anytime, like, for instance, when Red One, Mazuma, dies, the yellow ones, they consume him, and are like, that's a good Nayblade. So now we know everything. They don't even say it. They know everything about, you know, what's to come next, and they're like, alright, so now we know our next plan of action. Yeah. And then, I mean, there's also stuff like, you know, the whole thing with Black Rock Shooter and White Rock Shooter, which I have an interesting theory about that, but if you, I don't know, if you, either you or Smug want to actually, like, jump in on this and give your thoughts?
Yeah, do you want me to open the point of what you're trying to get to, or what?
That'd be very appreciated.
Like, what are your thoughts in terms of, like, what do you take from after playing this game or anything?
I mean, I think it's... Because my thoughts are probably going to be about the same as yours, because I did kind of pick up on that a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like, now you think it's just White Rock Shooter, but me personally, I think it's the entire industry. Really, I think this series is an entire critique and not really satirization, but it is a critique of the idol industry. Because there are points where the quote-unquote boss characters, right? They don't act the same way sometimes. There are times where they act differently than what they present themselves as in the cutscenes.
Right.
And then you see that later fulfilled with the White Rock Shooter and Black Rock Shooter. The White Rock Shooter acts, you know, she's more elegant, she's more composed, she's more for lack of a better word, princess-like, right? And Black Rock Shooter is, she's rough, she's tough, you know, she's put together, she's a survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like to bring that back up, like you said, especially when you see it in like characters like Nafe. Sorry, just had a fight or flight response. But anyway, for like Nafe, you see this. Oh, you see the bubbly, quote unquote, innocent personality when she casually talks about nablading somebody, and later on in chapter 5, you see that break down during her entire battle until finally it just crumbles away.
Yeah, and if we want to get on that, this game's not a pushover. No, it's absolutely not. Like, this game is just genuinely, like, from beginning to end, it is an entirely different and new kind of gameplay from most actual anime RPGs.
I apologize. I got cut off there for a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Alright, fine.
But yeah, just here's my thought on that. Yeah, I think that's what I took from the game. And I think that my theory is very sound because of the end of the game, because of White Rock Shooter.
Right, yeah.
And it's not just these two, it's all of the characters.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, again, like I'm saying, it's just, there's a lot to read into it, and the game is open-ended enough where it's like, it doesn't leave anything where it's like, it's not like Ruby. It's not like where they expect you to fill in the blank here. It's just like, yeah, this happened. Okay, so why did it happen? Figure it out yourself. And I'm like, okay, well, I think this. Yeah. No, actually, I think this. No, it's actually this. It's like, no, it gives you enough to understand what the story's trying to tell, but it leaves it open-ended enough where you can actually come to your own conclusions.
Right.
Yeah, it's literally the point. It's literally when, like, it's like Expedition 33, right?
Mhm.
It's like Clear Obscure. It's open-ended. You know, there's not really a right answer.
Right.
There's not really a good ending, you know?
Yeah. And like, and again, like I will say definitely, this game in particular, yeah, it's not a pushover, but it is very telling of the time it came on, because it was
Yeah.
made for the PlayStation port.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, for one, there is a lot of like stuff that is easily missable and everything, even when it's part of the story. So that like, if this ever got a remaster, that could be taken into consideration. But also, like, yeah, I've been going off saying, like, legitimately, it just, I just told these two, hey, just beat the game. You could just beat the game once. You do not have to beat it like a second or third time if you don't feel like it, because the rest of this game after the first playthrough it goes on like Sonic Adventure levels of completionism, where it's like, there's some neat stuff here, but do you have to play it? No, you don't have to play it. If you like yeah, it's there. If you like it, sure. I mean, it will reward you, like, playing through some of the endgame stuff after the first playthrough and everything gives you new abilities and skills that are basically, like, stuff you would imagine in the endgame, but it's stuff that you have to get through, like, extra content and whatnot. But, you know, you don't have to get it. You don't, you don't have to, like, specifically, like, oh, if you want to be able to beat the game in the first playthrough, you need this specific, like, ability you can only get through playing the game 3 times in a fucking row. No, you don't need any of that.
Although, was it this game that I got to a certain point and I was like, man, Neoblade ripped that off?
Yeah, like, okay,
Yes.
if we want to talk about this, yeah, this game came before Nier Automata and everything, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff, I think, where it's like, you could kind of tell, at the very least, Yoko Taro either took for himself or was inspired by, or maybe it's just coincidence. I don't know. Yoko Taro knows, and he won't ever make you think that, yeah, you're right. It's just like, did you take inspiration from, like, Black Rock Shooter anyway, because it seems similar to you? Good question.
I like girls.
Anyway.
Yeah, I like girls.
Yeah. He just pulls out a Babe Ruth. This is good. Also,
you
on
will
that
never get a
note,
straight answer from Yoko Taro, yeah?
also on that note, if we want to talk about, like, the writing for this, because the writer, like, the head scenario writer for this game, Kazushige Nojima, aka the person who's worked on Final Fantasy in the past, Final Fantasy Remake currently.
7. Yeah.
Like, not just that, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 10,
Remake.
X2, before Crisis, Final Fantasy... I'm going down the list here, too. Before Crisis,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7, Crisis Core, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, he's the Subspace Emissary writer, Final Fantasy
He's,
13...
He's extremely prolific.
Oh, yeah. And it doesn't stop there, either, because he's in Final Fantasy... okay, he was the original story plot writer for Final Fantasy 15, which, you know, it is what it is.
It'd be
of
worth
course,
it.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. But not just that. He's been the writer for Kingdom Hearts 1 through 4.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Everybody blames Nomura for this, but it's like, guys, it's kind of a joint effort between him and
Oh, yeah.
Nojima.
No, they just
It's
picked
like-
Nomura because it's the obvious.
I don't,
choice,
yeah,
so-
I don't want to get off on a rabbit trail, but yeah, it's so weird that everybody just lays everything at Nomura's feet.
Cut to
Like he
video
doesn't
game
have an
donkey.
entire.
Cut to video game writing. Who writes this shit? Nomura. Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but see, unlike somebody, I won't get upset.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's, and like, I mean, like, when you know that and then you actually, like, play the game, you're like, okay, I can kind of see how this is written by the guy who did Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, because
Right,
a
no,
lot
you
of this
absolutely
stuff is very
see it.
reminiscent of that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, you absolutely see it.
And
Because I believe that,
also, no, go ahead.
I believe that, the thing about Nojima's writing, right,
Right.
is that he has a very specific type he likes to do sometimes,
Yeah.
where he likes to lyric, and I say this with completely endearing love, right? He likes to torture his main characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and it's not just, and it's not nothing ever like, right? Like, oh, they got beat up, or they lost a fight, or somebody was mean to them. No, it's
Nah.
always like the most like mentally shattering, traumatic thing ever.
You want to talk about the most, like, biggest example of that in the fucking game? Like, it's not even... You were talking about the Rothko moment afterwards, but it's not even that. It is the mission after that. It is the mission that's specifically, like... So, before this, mind you, again, it's like, halfway through the game, humanity dies. There is a cold line from Black Rock Shooter I think is, like, one of my favorites. Literally, she says, my allies' enemies are my enemies too. All that's left are enemies now.
Yeah.
After that mission, she is down and out and everything. Literally, the mission is just Epilepsy's description. Where do I go? What do I do? Someone tell me. You are literally walking around in a snowstorm with no direction, nobody to talk to, nothing. It is one of the first instances where I feel like the game benefits from having something along the lines of a projective protagonist, because it's one of those instances where you actually get to see that protagonist, their character, on full display. Because this entire time, they've had a clear goal. They've been doing something for humanity, which they've pretty much seeded early on, especially with how bleak it is. Yeah, without Black Rock Shooter, humanity's dead. Like, it's clear as day. Literally, she's the only thing that's delaying the inevitable. And what led up to what led up to that was literally just her getting trailed off and led somewhere else as they all get attacked and killed. But what I think is really interesting about it is just, like, that mission in particular is just, like, again, it's so short, but it's so fucking effective. Because it's like she's just trying to cling to anyone, to actually help her, to be there for her, and she's got nothing.
Oh, well, I mean...
We'll get to that later. But, yeah, the idea, just seeing Black Rock Shooter just break down then and there.
Yeah.
You feel the weight of all of that just come crashing down. I love scenes like that. Yeah,
like, it's really fucking effective. And then we get Nana, who...
Do we really have to talk about
Okay, who's
Nana?
your least favorite character and why is it Nana? How about that for an answer?
Second contender being Nafe, but again, we'll get into that later.
I would honestly say Nana because the game isn't trying to make you hate her. The game is trying to make you the game is trying to make you hate her, but the game is trying to make Black Rock Shooter like her.
It does not work.
It's just, the thing about that is, it's not that you can't have a character that's that jaded and rude. It's that she never gets better, and it's just like, man, this is
She does. She does.
Oh, no, she does. She does. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean...
But yeah, real talk, yeah,
She doesn't get better in a way where it's like, where you would be comfortable being like, okay, well, at least Black Rock Shooter has her, right?
On some level, I will say that's kind of what they do with the second playthrough, because they do change up some shit. They do change up some shit where, like, she gets to, like, it's revealed that Nana, like, because Nana has this inferiority complex because she believes she wasn't good enough to be loved by her creator. But in reality, no, Black Rock Shooter knows it, and she tries to share that with Nana, to which she actually gets sort of the second win and everything. That whole like final boss scene in that playthrough changes to where it's no longer like Nana and Nafe, it's just the rest of her sisters.
So the thing, the one scene that still stuck with me this entire time was, I forget if she actually manages to see a billboard. Maybe not, but there's a scene where she's walking into the horizon or something, and she says goodbye, Stella, because she did keep that name, you know?
Yeah.
I think
She's
that was,
accepted that she can't be Stella anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
She's Black Rock Shooter now. Yeah.
I have a had a theory that I've sort of played around with, and I believe I told you, Smug, but legitimately, I've got two working theories. For one, I think with the way the game, Stella and Singlove, like, in their own way, are the same person, but they're also a focus next to the rest of the other Greys and the Urstocks, which, funny enough, the actual name for them in-game are they're the Apostles of the Apocalypse, and there's 7 of them. Like, that's a subtle, that's a subtle little detail, and I like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but legitimately, I like the Divide specifically, Stella and Singlove. They're, for me, the focus on the divide of idol personas and real appearances. Like, to me, it makes
That's what I got into earlier.
Yeah, because it makes the most sense of who, like you were saying, whoever Stella was, like, and everything, and Singlove and whatnot, that's essentially tied more into White Rock Shooter and the rest of the Apostles. But, like, how I figure, like,
She
whoever...
probably actually was off camera is probably Black Rock Shooter.
Yeah, because I think that, you know, Stella died, and I think whoever, like, Stella initially turned out to be, that's who White Rock Shooter is. Because I think White Rock Shooter is one of the only, like, at the very least, the first person, whoever the general is, nablated.
Well,
yeah, because she maintains and retains, like, both the appearance and the assumed, like, actual personality of who the idol Singlove was. Whereas with Stella, like, I mean, they were both the same person, but Stella, in my eyes, I think was based more around, like Black Rock Shooter particularly, was based more around the DNA of Stella, but was never really given much of, like, an actual personality or anything. Because from what I looked into, the story was, Dr. Gibson and the General were people that helped each other. I think, like, it's a little unclear, but I think, like, Dr. Gibson kind of stabbed her in the back, because I think, like, I don't know, it's a little unclear, but Dr. Gibson was, like, he was supposed to be helping, like, the war effort by creating, like, genetic clones and everything. He hid some away from the military and the government and just treated them like his daughters. He couldn't hide all of them, though, but he was able to hide Stella. And in my mind, I think because, like, you know, because, like, essentially, like, we noticed this with, Mazuma, the red one. He mentions about his first time nablating someone. He hunted down an actor in this old Western film and he nablated him. And in my mind, I think, like, nablating really only works if you are essentially, like, a human. Because then you could take on the personality and, like, even behaviors and maybe even appearance of the original person. Otherwise, like, if it's a clone, it just kind of gets muddied. But
no, yeah, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and they keep bringing up nablating over and over again. And the one person, like, we don't really see it or anything, but the one person they never really imply nablates anybody is Black Rock Shooter. And in my mind, I think it makes the most sense that she nablated Dr. Gibson. like, it's just kind of an
Right.
oddity that she has all of these memories of the Doctor, and
And she shouldn't.
Yeah, the memories are of him and what she tells Stella, but the difference is he was the only one she nablated. And in my mind, I think what makes it that much better is that it's sort of a Hellsing Ultimate scenario where she had his consent to be nablated, and so he was able to take on all of the memories and whatnot while still maintaining herself and everything. And, like, I think deep down it's just like Dr. Gibson, I think what made them genuinely different between one another, and even as a divide, Dr. Gibson, he was a good man deep down. And Sing Love, I think when she was nablated, she was an idol that was bored of that lifestyle. Because of how, like, you know, considering how dark, like, you know, celebrity lifestyles can be and what we see of it, it's not exactly hard to imagine that, like, someone like White Rock Shooter wouldn't really have much of a problem with something like, I'm bored of humanity, and I've got no problem doing nablating and everything. You know, you could argue nablating is, for her, like, an allegory for, like, alright, it could be, like, sex or drugs or something. Because, you know.
Yeah, kind of like that. That could, that makes it a little bit more morbid, but still.
Yeah, but at the same time, it also again, this is what I love. It fits the theme of the game, like, to a T. It's just, like, how, at the same time, morbid and bleak it is, but also, again, the fact that that could all just be made up. None of that could be true. But again, it's not confirmed, it's not spelled out. You are just left to fill in the blanks for what you don't really get told.
It's still a better symbiote story than Spider-Man 2. Sorry.
Can confirm.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Anyway, moving on.
But what if we aren't, though?
I mean, what if you're right, though?
But I mean, like, the one thing I think that above everything else, this just really sells it for me in this game and everything is just, like, I mean, you were talking about how short this game was earlier, but I kind of dig on that. I kind of dig on this
No, I
RPG.
wasn't saying that was a bad thing.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of dig on that. I mean, in comparison, like, this is why I just, for the life of me, cannot go back to play other JRPGs. I don't want to have to play through 100+ hours of this shit again with little to no differences outside of it being possibly a new game plus. I don't want to do that shit.
Don't say it, Sozo. Don't think it. Don't say it.
I was saying.
Do not do it. Do not even think about doing it. Do not even think about not doing it. Look, there's a reason why, as much as I love Final Fantasy IX, I can't go back to playing it again.
Not the game. I thought you were gonna bring it
You
up.
there, I thought. Yeah, but you thought. I remixed the remix, it was back to normal.
I'll be honest. Nice change.
Now people that don't know the lore of this game, I was like, what game were they talking about? Like, what game?
Yeah, like there's a reason why I can't do that. Like, there's a reason why I can't, like, as much as I love it, I just can't find myself going back to Fate Extra. Like, I love the gameplay and whatnot, but for the most part, but it's just like, I don't want to go through that again. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And also,
I
we're
get
forgetting about one of my favorite all-time Atlas JRPGs, Soul Hackers 2. Like, I love that game, man, and it's just, I just can't go back, though. It's like, it's still a dungeon crawler and everything.
Yeah, but unfortunately.
Yeah. And you know, this little indie RPG, nobody, I doubt anyone's ever played it, called, like, I don't know, it's like Shin Megami May Cry or some bullshit, I don't know.
Shumaguru Tensei.
Shumagorath.
featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Everyone likes Jesus better.
It's
That's
pronounced
Devil May
Jesus, and
Cry.
I don't know you. But yeah, it's...
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, this, like, I genuinely love that this game is just short and you can get this done, like, at most on a binge within a day.
maybe at most 8 hours.
Maybe. But even still. But yeah, it's... I don't know. It's just like, there's a... I guess the one thing, like, if I'm gonna talk about, like, anything critical, is that I guess they just make a lot of these color-coded enemies and bosses, and we spend little to fuck all time with them.
Well, I mean, I think that's also because that they really... Here's the thing, right? Is that you just got done talking about how short the game is, and it's like, we really don't have time to set up an entire arc for every single one of these people, and then explain, like, their backstories.
But even in terms of critical, like, that's not even applies, because literally, once you beat the game the second time, they give you all of these different side quests for, like, hey, here's sort of like some side quests by the bosses, and you get to peer into more of their actual personalities and what they're like.
Hi. Before you killed them.
Yeah, before you kill them, and then you have to kill them again.
And again. And again.
It's almost like that was kind of part of the story's message.
Yeah.
How meaningless it is to kill each other over really nothing. It's a very nihilistic game, isn't it?
It's very, it is nihilistic, but, like, the thing I like about it most is that it doesn't renege. It isn't a cop-out. Like, it doesn't go,
oh, no.
Actually, there is just these, like, chamber of frozen humans, and we have, like, hundreds of thousands of them, like, with just a turn of a key, we can get it, and then they just go, alright, let's turn that key. No, the silver lining, like the light at the end of the tunnel, is literally a Chekhov's gun of a story that happens when humanity dies.
I was gonna say, or worse, like freaking, Blackrock Shooter beat everybody now, and she was able to take their powers, and now she can roll back time or revive the team or something, and it's like, no, there's none of that.
Let's not solo level this.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's
I know what you're talking about.
You would have.
Yeah, that's no, I'm adding on to it. It's just like, let's not solo leveling this where it's like, I'm the most powerful entity now. I'm gonna turn back the clock and make sure none of this ever fucking happens, while also being able to survive in the world. Yeah, it sucks.
We just pissed off like so many solo leveling.
Oh, cry more, anime only fans. Bro, you should have been reading the manga, you basics.
But no, I am glad that Blackrock, that the game does not do any of that wavy, wishy-washy away stuff. Like, it sticks to everyone is dead, and by the first ending, you are alone, technically. So, I'm glad they stuck to their gun.
Again, the only silver lining is that life goes on, but again, it's more in the sense of, like, I would say in the abstract. Because humanity is...
I was about to say.
Yeah, humanity is screwed. Like, it's not coming back.
That's what I was about to say. Like, okay, humanity's gone, and Blackrock Shooters, though, being left alive, like, are there more Greys on the planet? Are there, because all we know that are technically living by the end is her and, like, maybe the other, like, lesser monsters,
Maybe, but even then, it's like... Again, it's open-ended. Is it like a Haven situation where, like, if they have, like, someone commanding them, or if they have somewhat of an energy source, they can continue, and if it's just, like, it's gone? Because it's just, like, all those machines and whatnot were going by the Apostles' command. So, what happens when they're all dead?
It's a very curious idea, right? Because it's like, because Blackrock Shooter's technically immortal, right? That's kind of what they were hinting at.
Technically, again, it's open-ended where it's like, I mean, for all we know, she could also just end up dying. But again, it's like, the game is not about humanity's survival. It's not about her survival. It's not even about like the other Gray's survival. It's just about survival. So if survival goes on in the, you know, the life of like the polar bears in the world and nature and everything, then it is what it is.
Yeah, because that's the thing, is that humanity is extinct, right? But nature isn't.
Yeah.
They never once say that nature is extinct.
Oh, literally, stage 4 has you take place in a forest.
Yeah, they never say that nature is completely gone. Which makes it even more curious about exactly what happened. Because whatever came, we know what came, right? But for some reason, it wasn't interested in plants or animals. It was only interested in wiping out humanity for some reason.
Yeah, and I think it chuckles back to, because the most I have been able to read up on, like, anything, like, any kind of clues, and again, you can make this open-ended if you want, but the closest I have is literally the general was betrayed by Dr. Gibson and was petty enough to kill all of humanity because of that.
Yeah.
That's literally that's literally all I could really find or go off of, is it was literally just started because she was fucking petty.
And you know what? F them humans.
Well, fuck everybody else.
Hell no, we're losing.
And then there was also the question that, like, I got from both of y'all throughout this. It's just like, why haven't more people have played this? Why is this game so underrated?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good. Like, what the hell?
I can, like, I know the answer is obvious, but I can genuinely think of 2 reasons. One, this currently is still, like, device locked. It's only, if you want to be able to play this, you can only get it on PlayStation Portable and PlayStation Vita.
And you cannot buy this on the PlayStation Store anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately. So
you're probably gonna have to go find a
Emulator.
You're gonna have to go find a
yeah, and even then, like,
an ISO or something like ROM.
When this was being sold, I remember not being able to buy this on PlayStation Portable because it was specifically a Japanese exclusive. It was Vita that I think had it on the store. But even then,
the good news though, if you have a Vita, it's very easy to mod, and you can very easily get like PSP games running on it natively.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but it is one of those things where it's like, I feel like this game, like, if it got a actual proper release in, like, the West, like, releasing it on Steam, I feel like this could be, you know, if nothing else, it could show that there's an audience for it. Because, in my mind, it's just like, look, I don't really care if there's a sequel for this game or anything. Like, if there's anything I want out of it, it's a remake with a lot of, like, you know, I don't want, like, whatever Xenoblade fans want for their new fucking game. I just
like, you just couldn't let it go, could you?
Couldn't leave well enough alone. Like, I just want this game, like, give me, you know, fucking have it be updated, like, graphics to, you know, something that you could see being played, like, on a computer or something. Not necessarily, like, PSP and everything. And then after that, it's just, like, add some new stuff or some new things that, like, improve the combat. Like, I don't know, having something along the lines of maybe, like, a heads-up display of where certain objectives are. That could work well.
That's, yeah.
Like,
I just,
the core combat.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I still find it funny. I stopped beefing with Persona fans. You know, I'm beefing with Xenoblade fan.
It's always something.
Let's be feel. We're beefing with Weeaboo fans.
No,
I'm sick and tired of correcting myself. Let's be feel.
Let's be.
Nah, but let's be real, we're beefing with weebos.
Yeah.
It's not got anything to do with if you like this or not. Cause I like Xenoblade, dude. I like Xenoblade.
Yeah.
I think Xenoblade 2 is really fun. I think it's really stupid, but I think it's really fun.
It's just you fuckwits that make it worse for everybody.
Why does this furry thing have a sex bot?
Okay, so I love the idea like our big dogs by the freaking Xenoblade 2 fandom. Alright. You can't bring up their Antichrist, bro.
Oh man, like it's such a shame. Like, oh, they're just gonna tag me on Twitter. Oh wait, I don't have Twitter.
The fuck's a Twitter?
You're gonna hunt you down, Blue Sky.
Oh no, they're gonna put me down on Blue Sky. Man, they're just gonna get banned for doxing. Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Like, oh my god.
Whatever. Moving on.
Hello? Is this thing on?
I need a bigger gun.
Oh.
I need a bigger gun.
Yeah, we haven't really talked too much about the gameplay, actually, because I think, again,
Gameplay, I feel like there's no way. I feel like that. I don't want to say this and then be completely wrong and look stupid, but the Claire Obscure team had to have, at least somebody on the team had to have played this, because it's kind of similar at a point.
No, actually, yeah. Looking at it, actually playing it, and having played Expedition 33, I can see where they'd get some the dodging at the very least.
I wouldn't say no to that, honestly. I'm
not gonna say it's one-to-one, like, oh, this is the direct inspiration, but like, sorry.
Like,
On
but
the
the
team
fact
probably
that,
like that.
being able to avoid hits is entirely on you and timing. Like,
Yeah.
especially later on, when the game just decides, you need to frame 1, enter that dodge button. Otherwise, we're just gonna head to your immediate location.
Hey, do you like a boss fight? Hey, do you like a boss fight later where we can take a layer auto lamb?
Yeah.
God, fuck that guy. No, really, fuck that guy.
Yeah, you bring in abilities that do nothing but lock on to the enemy. Fuck! This is like, oh, you got used to using the stud snipe? Well, guess what, bitch? You ain't got shit to lock on to now.
Say fuck you.
I love that so much. The fact it gives you this tool and then you use it so much and you get used to it, and then the next boss is just like, I can totally just ruin that.
Yeah. Like, actually.
I love that.
And
Also, can I
No, go ahead.
talk about another boss? How do you feel about rabbits?
Just keep shooting.
Yeah, just keep shooting, you'll know when to stop. Yeah. I was like, yeah, like, I think Smug, you were asking me, like, okay, is it like an unpopular opinion that Stage 5 sucks? Because I think Stage 5 sucks. I'm like, no, you're right, Stage 5 sucks.
No,
Yeah. Literally, what? Was it stage 5 or stage 6 that I had the meltdown on that? Oh, like, whoever made this, you lost your job.
I'm pretty sure it was Stage 5, because Stage 5 was the one with the rabbit boss.
Yeah,
Yep.
literally. Now, I don't mean that, obviously. I really hope people are fine, right? I just said that in anger, okay?
Whoever made the Stage 5 boss, your mom's a hoe!
Your mom's a hoe.
It was one of the few times.
No, I literally remember saying, because I got so fed up with the bike levels, I was like, bro, whoever made these bike levels, you're not seeing the pearly gates, just give it up now.
Yeah. Like, there's also another like topic about the gameplay too, is how limiting it really is. Because here's the thing, they got rid of resource management for the most part. Like, this isn't a game that's like, oh, you have to make sure that you can only have, like, it's not like BioShock, right? It's not like where it's like you have to make sure you have enough bullets, you have to make sure you have to have enough like plasmids. No, you legitimately, you are just like, your only thing you have is a meter that builds up. And the higher it builds up, the less, like, attacks you can do for your normal. And if it overheats, you can't do shit. Like...
that's the issue.
Yeah,
is that...
No, go
But
ahead.
they do give you items to revert that.
Yeah, they give you the items to reduce that. But what I like about it, though, is that, you know, it prevents the player from going, alright, I'm just gonna spam the attack button. I'm spamming the attack button. I'm spamming the attack button. No, you have to keep in mind with that. Like, dodging brings up your actual, like, gauge and everything. And then there's, like, you know, there's skills that don't have any real actual effect on bringing up the gauge, but you only got 4 of them at a time. And if you use them too early, well, guess what? You're gonna be waiting quite a bit of time before they're active again.
Yeah. Haha.
Yeah, this game really does punish you if you don't get your shit in gear.
It literally will backhand you so
and
hard at that point.
And again, the thing I like about it most is that you don't really know about it at first, but at the start, when you beat it, at the start you realize, oh god, they really are putting the training wheels on this. Like, they really are, like, letting you sort of get adjusted to this. And by the end of the game, no, they're not holding anything back, dude. The moon bosses are like, no, this is what you're going up against in the final boss, and then some. Because, bro, you want to talk about soul-crushing bosses, dude. Fucking White Rock Shooter is one of the fucking worst fucking bosses to go against, dude. She's such a fucking...
Oh, yeah. It's like, it's not even like her, it's not even like stuff like Dead End or stuff. If you don't time the meteors right, you're just getting clipped without even noticing.
Oh, yeah. And on top of that, it's just like, it's not over when you think it's over. It's just, they will keep going back to back to back to back, letting you know, yeah, dude, if you want this game to be finished, you're gonna have to fucking work for it.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that she can do it in rapid succession, too. Like, you just got done with the meteors, here's the meteors again.
Yeah, like, she don't give a fuck.
He's like, you either have to time the meteors, you have to block some of her attacks like Red Wind.
It's crazy, and like that final boss. But then again, like, you can say we can deal like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the thing is that that ending thing is so satisfying, where you have like just the rapid like QTE.
Oh yeah,
in succession like 5 times.
QTE,
it's so satisfying.
Yeah, because they were just like, no, this is the ending here. You're gonna go all out. Like, it,
give me
like,
the win. Give me the win.
This is something I genuinely, years later, I love Hades for. Because every enemy, without exception, every enemy, even similar enemies that are colored differently, every enemy is training you for the final boss. Like, that's what I love so much about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is something I don't like in a number of RPGs. It's just when enemies are just there, they do stuff, but they don't really train you. But no, wait. You have to play through X amount of towers. You have to play 3 hours of these fodder enemies after fodder enemies to get to mini bosses and bosses that actually tell you what you're up against. It's like, that's what I fucking hate. A lot of the times, this is why I hate in RPGs, is when enemies are just bloat for the sake of the real game.
Exactly.
Yeah, after playing several JRPGs now, I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna bring it up.
You can bring it up.
But
Final Fantasy VII, dude.
I'm not gonna bring it up. But
bring up Final Fantasy VII, coward.
the game that we won't talk about Heroes
Yeah, we're not
also
gonna-
has that issue.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna be real here, dude. The Caligula effect is so fucking bad.
Hey, by the way, he's making a new game. Aren't you excited?
Okay.
He made 2 Caligula effect games,
Ugh.
and both of them sucked. And I knew that, because I had to review both of them.
Mm-hmm. And I had to play a fucking hour of, like, the Caligula effect overdose, and I fucking hated that shit.
Oh, an hour? Yeah, imagine having to play the whole game.
Oh, I'm sorry,
and
sorry, not
sequel.
play. Sit and watch.
Gosh, it's so awful. But this is not a Caligula effect stream, leave the valid.
You poor souls.
Gosh, guess what I'm here gonna have to sit for?
The hell I am.
Back to Black Rock Shooter, right?
Yeah.
So, let's say in Max Delusion world, right?
Right.
This game gets a sequel. What would you actually want to see from it? Like, gameplay? Or maybe story? Like,
The closest I can think of is maybe the anime that was a soft reboot turns into an RPG. Because here's the thing, I watched the anime. It's called, I think, Dawnfall. And one, it's a shame because it's boring. Which it really shouldn't be. It's basically a same story that the game does. And yet they found a way to just, like, it just kind of bores me. And I think the reason for that being is because it's set up like an RPG. Like, they have a moment where it's like Black Rock Shooter goes to meet, like, other humans who are at, like a survivor's hideout, and just like, oh yeah, that's the mission board where we have, like, all these different, like quests and whatnot, and people would ask of us and everything. I'm like, this just seems like stuff you would do in a game. Like, why are you making this an anime?
right.
It's so weird.
Also, it's... I don't know, but I feel like if we ever make a new game of this, I don't, and I know this might upset some people who, like you, are probably into this, but I don't know if I would make it the same exact game. I would probably try to make it more in line with DMC or something.
Oh yeah,
Instead
like,
of
okay,
a
if we're
turn-based
talking about
RPG.
if we're talking about gameplay, like 100%, like, I'm just gonna say it, if the people who are doing Black Rock Shooter, right, they want to do what Punishing Gray Raven did for their collab and focus more of the gameplay on that kind of level, I'm fine with it. Because, and the reason why I say Black Rock Shooter is because, again, I have played that collab, I have played with that character, it fucking kicks ass. Like, it's absolutely...
Yeah, so it's like, so if you would make a game like that, now, here's the thing, I don't know if I would want to stay with just one weapon, or like give her multiple, you know?
I feel like you could add different, like, you know, you could add, like, have her have, like, a cannon or something. Because here's the thing, and this is kind of what I'll give credit to in the anime for, like, what the studio did in the other world scenes, is that they give her other different weapons. Like, she doesn't have just the one cannon. Bro, there is a scene of her raising her arm, and her gun just straight up turns into a Gatling gun. It's just like... you can get creative with this if you so desire. Like, you can have her have, like, different weapons and everything. Hell, even the game itself transforms her actual canon into other stuff.
I was gonna say, you could
She
literally have her technically become, like, sort of Mega Man-ish, where while she doesn't, you know, completely take the weapon, she does sort of integrate that into her weapon.
You know what? Fuck it. Because this is written by the same person who's writing Final Fantasy VII, make every, like, if you want to make a sequel, if you want to make this a sequel franchise, dude, have it just be a closed story. Like, you want to have, like, Black Rock Shooter in this? Okay. make Black Rock Shooter 2 like more in line with like the original concept in its own way, and go with just that. Like, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to make this a continuation. You don't have to make it a sequel.
You
That's
don't have
what
to
I
make
love
it.
about
Yeah,
it.
you could literally be like, you could literally pull like Final Fantasy and be like, this is pretty much, she's the same character, but this is different continuity. You know, like how all of her media is, every single piece of her media is a different continuity.
Yeah.
You know,
like
the game's different, the anime's different, the anime's reboot is different.
Yeah. Hell,
And,
like,
some of the manga is.
The manga, I've read it. Yeah, it is. It is on some level. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's just like. You talk about, like, you know, essentially it's just like, where do you go from here? It's literally just like, again, this is what I love about the series, is that the only thing we have for concept are drawings and a song, and that's it. You don't have to stick to any blueprint. Like, it's not like The Last Airbender, right? It's not like The Last Airbender where there is a clear idea and there's a clear concept of what to do, and you fuck with it. You fuck it up. It's not Dragon Ball Evolution. No, this is Black Rock Shooter. You can have a concept and go with it. If it sucks, alright, you won't do that concept, but we'll still bring back the franchise and we'll do something else.
Here's the thing, you could also do this. You could also freaking have it set up in like a No More Heroes style of, hey, by the way, your sisters are trying to destroy the world. Go stalk your sisters. And each sister is like, you know, a different, unique boss that you learn about. You know?
Hell, fuck it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Hell, fuck it. I'll just say it. You can make this like a God Hand knockoff.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd like that.
Get your legs off my table!
Get your leg off my table!
I gotta see.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
I'm sorry. Was me showing you that your first exposure to it?
Yeah, I always heard about God Hand. I never played it, but it's just like, I remember seeing this clip around. I don't remember who used it, but get your legs off my table! And I'm like, oh my fucking god, that's where that comes from.
Yeah, well, I need to continue playing that game for you guys sometime, because it gets weirder.
I don't doubt it.
We fought freaking Elvis, who's a demon lord, okay? That's the first boss.
Wait, I thought this was fiction.
No.
Well, I mean, he's also a giant zombie. He's also a giant zombie of, like, Suda 51's timeline.
You know, like reality.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
Do we have anything else to say?
Oh, but
I'm kidding.
It's not, well, you see you're kidding, but it's just like, at the same time, it's just like, again, this game is short, and it's just like, essentially, we've kind of just talked a lot about more or less what the game has. Unless you want to talk about the fact that this game has, like, dresses you up in, like, the most skimpiest fucking swimsuit, and has an actual bunny girl outfit.
Without knowing what this character's age is, by the way.
And literally, I mean, like, again, you were bringing up the whole point of, like, how it's kind of weird of how they said it, where it's just like, oh yeah, like, definitely, you're a human as well. Now let's go find the last woman. And you're just like, this is just kind of a weird way of how you said that. And my response was, I mean, would you rather this be the bad ending to Danganronpa 1, where all the guys just knock her up? Rock her hard place!
Well, I mean, you could. Well, I mean, you couldn't do that anyway because she's not human. So.
I mean, they have not explored that. They have not explored that avenue.
We never tried.
They never tried that avenue. But at the same time, they do also state that because she's like a clone, that she can't have kids. I don't know. Maybe she can, but it's a Venture Bros situation where it's like, yeah, I've been cloned so many times, I can only make monster babies.
Well, we never tried. Oh, God. We're gonna get to put on a limmer. I have put on a list for this joke. Watch. I don't know. Personally, I think she is an adult. She's just very small.
I'd like to think so. I hope to think so.
I think hamburgers and cheeseburgers go well with fries.
And I am very she's a well surprised. I say,
Indeed.
yeah.
It's- Here's the thing, though, it's kind of
call me off guard.
it's kind of hard to really like go more into detail with this game because again, this game it doesn't overbloat the dialogue. It doesn't give you it doesn't have like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you everything about the game on every single line of dialogue and script and everything. It gives you enough to understand, and that's it. It just gives you enough to understand, and that's it. And everything else is like, come to your own conclusion.
Yeah, it's just that it's hard to talk about this game without people who know about it, so it's kind of hard to explain. And I know that sounds like such a cop-out. I'm trying to get, I sound like I'm telling people, well, go play it yourself. I'm not telling you. I'm not. It's literally just, I don't know, it's hard to talk about this game to people who don't know about this game, you know?
Yeah,
It's like, what do you say, and how do you try to articulate, you know?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. It has an anime girl wielding a giant fucking cannon that destroys giant Gundams and robots. Like, does that interest anybody?
Yeah. And she's wearing a skimpy outfit, if
She's
you're
wearing
into
a
that.
skimpy outfit. Does that?
Angela.
I doubt we liked it. Arashi, you have way too much faith in this community. And
Yeah.
you lost us. I doubt it. No, it's more like, and now I'm paying attention.
Do you like Final Fantasy? Do you like Kingdom Hearts? Then you might consider giving this a shot. How is that?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, credit where it's due. We got over an hour into this and everything, so there's at least that. So I mean, like, if we want to like just kind of stop here for this one, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't really like.
Right, yeah.
Do
And
we
there's
have, like,
nothing
any-
saying, and that,
Do we have any last thoughts
Yeah.
about it? I guess.
well, yeah, there's nothing saying that we can't come back to this either, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like freaking we're under stricted guidelines or rules.
No, nothing or anything. Like, legitimately, the only thing that's stopping me is me going, nah, let's not do it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Hell, if these guys want to come back and do an episode by themselves, I will take their recorded audio and make it into an episode. I'm perfectly fine with
Wouldn't
that.
wouldn't it be some shit if that's where we actually have like all the deep debates about
But what do you guys think, honestly? Like, let us know if you've played this game and everything. What are your thoughts about it? If you're interested in this game, check it out. Like, go find it.
Yeah.
And hey, if you can't,
Yeah, again.
look, PSP and PS Vita have been let go by fucking Sony for a while now. Like,
Yeah, so
nobody's
just-
gonna blame you if you emulate it. Nobody's gonna blame you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's what I did. I have a PS Vita, and mine is homebrewed, and
Yeah.
I just downloaded a ROM of it
Yeah, and-
and installed it on my Vita.
There have been developers and creators that have gone on record for saying, I don't care if you pirate this old game or whatever the hell. Like, so many people worked on it, we don't want to see it be lost to time or anything. So, yeah, like, look, for all we know, hey, emulating this game and playing it in current day and getting more people on board with that might get more demand up for this game at the very least to get ported to something like Steam. You never know. Like, there could be demand for it. I mean, hell, the only thing I could think of regarding like, oh, this isn't like possible for a remaster or anything is one, demand, which at that point it could be met, and two, copyright, which I mean, I'm pretty sure the artist himself is the only person you have to talk to regarding copyright. Really?
Yeah, and he's very lax, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and on top of that, I mean, like, again, you would have to run it by the original writer, which I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, the man is, like, in the business and everything. He's working on Final Fantasy. I don't think he would be opposed to having one of his other ideas go on there. And on top of that, again, I guess the only other thing I could say probably is, like, again, copyright for licensed music, which I think this only has, like, one song, and that's, like, the opening. So they could probably like not bring them back, but even then, I think it's like what, One OK Rock, which did the opening. They could probably be okay with it. Like, again, it's just like this game seems like one of the easiest ones where it's like they could just report it. Not even saying like remaster it or rebalance it or anything. They could just report it onto modern day devices, onto Steam, and this could get a lot of love. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be doing it. So yeah, just if you're interested in the game, feel free to check it out. If you played the game and have your own experiences or even your own kind of takes off it, you know, leave a comment on what you think about it. And if you're a Xenoblade fan, consider yourself blocked because we don't fuck with that. He says with Xenoblade fans in call.
No, we're the exception. We're all right.
You're one of the good ones.
Again, it's what you said, Sozo. No, it's not hating Xenoblade fans. It's against weeaboos.
Yeah, we don't hate Xenoblade. We don't hate Xenoblade. We just hate fucking weeaboos. I have lost care about the fact that I can't talk today. I do not give a fuck. I do not care for Xenoblade, alright? Smug, stop jiggling the rotom. Whatever.
It's a router, by the way. It's a router.
It's rotom, dude. Rotom.
It's not.
He's gonna die on this hill.
Anyway, this has been Alco's podcast. Take care. See y'all next time. Peace.
Later.
Ain't nobody really know me. Set my squad, my homies. Flow like water, I'm just coasting on that Hosey Brody. Never got time for Hosey, but I ain't never lonely. The only centerfold I got to post it, who I'm gonna be rolling on.